The world of GTA 5 is thriving and massive in scope, and sometimes odd and unusual. Let's take a look at some of the odd and unusual places in Grand Theft Auto 5. Alrighty, roll the tape. Alrighty, and the first odd and unusual place in Grand Theft Auto 5. Right over here next to the old Pacific Ocean, right off the tip of Mount Gordo, we have this area right here, right on the beach, okay? And it's a little private beach. I don't know, it just feels so weird. I've been playing this game for 10 plus years, and I've never noticed this little area. Oh my God, look at that wave. What the fuck? Oh, there it goes. I thought that was going to come up here. And there's even a little boat here with some people hanging out, man. And they got their little surfboards here. Oh, surf rescue. Maybe these folks work for the Coast Guard. Although they're sitting here smoking, I'm not sure. Oh, God, I've angered them. I better back away. What do they have here? What is that thing? I'm not quite sure what that is, but it looks like maybe some food. You know, they have a nice campfire with their gear. Okay, they're moving on. I'm not sure. This place is very hidden away. Let's take a look at what kind of magazines they're reading. Oh, God, that's a porno mag. We can't show that on YouTube. Yeah, this beach is a very nice private beach. Now, it's kind of hidden away behind all the rock face and the giant cliff up there. But like I said, this place is just quite odd and a little bit unusual. But I figured I'd throw it in the episode anyhow because I've never seen this area before in my life. But it's a neat little spot, man. If you want to relax on the beach away from all the craziness of all the kids and the families, you come over here to the side of Mount Gordo and you have the Pacific Ocean in front of you, a boat there in case you need to get out, and a pre-existing campfire. Alrighty, let's move on to the next odd and unusual place. And the next odd and unusual place, we're not far away from the first place. We're still on Mount Gordo, right here at this little hole in the map, which evidently means a private pond. Again, I've played this game for a very long time, and I don't think I feel like I've explored every inch of this map. And while searching for areas, I never ever noticed this private pond here. So if you're hanging out on Mount Gordo, wow, this is deep. I wonder if anything is in here. I doubt any collectibles are in here. But if you're hanging out alone on Mount Gordo and you're looking for a nice private place to skinny dip or swim for that matter, this right here is a fantastic private pond. It just feels, it doesn't necessarily feel odd, but it certainly feels unusual. Like, what is the point? Is it to add life to Mount Gordo? Who is this man-made? Is this naturally forming? It's probably naturally forming because maybe when it snows on Mount Gordo, you know, the water seems to naturally follow this path down, right, into the water. So perhaps this is a natural spring, and maybe this is fresh water, right? Because we all know we got salt water out there. I'm just saying, you want a private beach, and the private beach is the first place, 10 feet away from this place, and you want a private pool that's not salt water, that's not beachy, you come here. Pretty fantastic area. I'm really liking this. This feels quite unusual, but let's find out what's next in odd and unusual places. All right, folks. And the third odd and unusual place, we are on the base of Mount Chiliad, right next to the Ultras camp, the cult in the game, the Nudus Cult, if you will. And you might have seen this area before. And this is the first time I've actually seen it when I discovered it. It is the first time that I've actually seen it in game. It is a little cave right below the cult, and it is the definition of odd and unusual. Now, there's a lot of in-game creepy stuff going on with this cult and like worshiping the sun and the UFOs and Epsilon program, which is like a riff on Scientology, I believe. But this is very, very odd. Give thanks, see the eye, praise him. Now, see the eye could mean like the eye on top of Mount Chiliad and the UFO shows up. But this is obviously because so they have dead bones in here, right? They have a campfire. So somebody was obviously in here with dead bones. So this might be a ritual area. But this is very, very weird. And it overlooks the ocean. And like I said, on top of Mount Chiliad, you have the little hut there that has the Mount Chiliad mural, which is one of the greatest gaming mysteries of all time that is still unsolved. But this place is just creepy. Gives me the heebie-jeebies, man. They're doing sacrifices, and I'm not liking this, man. And for this odd and unusual place, we are on an island in the Pacific Ocean, PLO Cove. I've never been on this island before, and I found it online, funny enough. I was flying around and landed on this island, and there's a shack on here with people. I don't understand. I've never seen this shack before, nor have I ever been on this island before. It's just like the world is so immersive that 10 years later, I can still find places that I've never even seen. And these folks are just having a campfire, and there's been lots of campfires in a lot of these places, and there's just this weird shack. Like, what's inside of it? We got a bed, some beer kegs, and that's about it. It's a very dilapidated, is that the word? A dilapidated structure? A derelict building, if you will. We got some lumber here, overturned boat. Not sure why there's a traffic cone. Some barrels and some gasoline, maybe to start the fire. But it's a very nice, secluded island. And this would make a fine home for anybody who is looking to own an island, I guess. But these folks have inhabited it. And I'm assuming they got over here on this boat, because I just swam over here, and I got to tell you, that was not the way. That was not the way. And this lady's wearing a cowboy hat. This is just odd and unusual. It kind of gives me, if these folks weren't here having a fire, it kind of gives me creepy vibes. Like this is like a serial killer shack, you know? And what the fudgesicles is this, man? Looks like a big Easter egg, huh? Even though it's a rock. That's what this place is, man. A little Easter egg. A serial killer shack. Leatherface's shack from GTA San Andreas. Oh, and there's a back half to this. Can you get in through here? What is in this area right here? Oh, God, where am I? Here's the thing. I don't think you can go that far in the shack. So what's back there? Right? You can only go in this front half. So there's obviously a hidden shack back there. And I need to know what's back there. Something is being hidden from me. And I'm not liking that. And something potentially is being hidden from these folks here. This is probably the serial killer's, like, den. Where they gut people. I don't know, man. It's very odd and unusual. And it's quite frankly quite creepy. So we are going to move on to the next odd and unusual place. And for the final odd and unusual place in GTA 5, we have in the middle of Richmond in Los Santos, we have ourselves a full, I don't even know what you would call this. It's like a track and field, football field, athletic area where like a high school gym class would be. It just feels so odd because if you recall, in the odd and unusual places in GTA San Andreas video that I did, we found a baseball field, which was very, very small in scale. And this entire track seems very, very small in scope. Now, normally, you take 4 laps around the track, and that's a mile. I don't think if you ran 4 laps around this, it would be a mile. I could be wrong, right? I absolutely could be wrong. And there's sprinklers on here, so obviously they're maintaining the field here. And I'm not sure if this is like a high school situation or like a college campus, but this seems very small for a college campus. And again, like I've said before, I've played this game for over 10 years, and I have never, ever seen this area in my life. And I flew over it one day, and I was like, what is that area? And I couldn't believe my eyes, man. It's a whole stadium. You got your visitor bleachers over here. Then you got your home bleachers. I have no idea what kind of facility this is. Is this, like I said, is it a college campus? Is it a high school? I'm not quite sure. University of Los Santos. Ah, so it is a university. Okay. I'm assuming it's like UCLA, right? But it's University of Los Santos this time. So obviously much smaller in scope. If this college has, 40,000 students, I doubt that this little facility can accommodate all those athletic folks. It just seems so odd and unusual to find in a Grand Theft Auto video game. I don't know, folks. I have no idea. If you have any odd and unusual places in Grand Theft Auto 5, or in any game for that matter, let me know in the comments below. Join my Discord. Visit me over on patreon.com/officialjoeyc for all your exclusive Joey C needs. And with that being said, thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Keep your eye out for the next video, episode, movie, live stream. Whatever it is, man, listen. Cherish the precious moments. Be love. And stay dude. I'm out of here.